Batman Catwoman The Gotham War Red Hood issue 1.
Yeah, it's Rosenberg writing, and let me just find out the artist.
Rosenberg can be not bad.
It's hit or miss for me, but yeah. Sis Messier on art, who's pretty solid. I will say this issue does makes a better case that Batman did the right thing to Jason than anything else. However, it only makes that case to us because Batman doesn't know about what Jason's doing in these issues. So it's kind of irrelevant. I don't know if that's what the point in these issues are or not, but it kind of feels like it might be. It's set, well, it's mostly set before it all kicks off. It's like, it starts off like 2 weeks before. And Jason's on a rampage, beating up henchmen, trying to find information on the Joker for reasons. I don't know what's been going on. He's like throwing them in front of buses, and then like Selina's going to rescue them, does rescue them. But Jason claims obviously, he wasn't going to let him get hit by the bus. He was going to stop him before he got, smushed, and he wants the information. And Selina basically recruits him to train her army, her thieves, but not as thieves necessarily. He's training them to like the physical side of it, how to take a beating and how to not use weapons so they don't kill everyone. Like you're not allowed to take guns and stuff. And he's basically just really shitty all issue. Like he spends the whole time, he like takes them out on like the to one of the bars that used to be one of the henchman bars but isn't anymore. So it's just a bunch of bikers in there. Makes them give him his weapons, and then go, final exam, get through this without fighting back, and then tells the biker gang that these two henchmen were insulting their gang, and then just walks out and just lets them get beat up. Like, it's basically because these two guys used to work for the Joker, and he wants information. But on top of that, they also used to work for Scarecrow, and it turns out they're still terrified of Scarecrow. Jason's like, no, you're just scared of him. You'll be fine. Just get through it. He's wrong. Scarecrow is doing something to one of them, because we get a little bit of he's got fear gas. He has a nightmare, and Jason's like, oh, boo-hoo, a nightmare. Who gives a shit? No, it was actually Scarecrow. And the final bit is Jason absolutely wails on the dude because they screw up while they're on a burglary, and they alert the people in the building, and one of them pulls out a gun even though he's not supposed to have the gun, and ends up like pulling it on a cop even though the cop's pulling the gun on Jason. Then he ends up just the guy with the gun, the henchman, Bash his name is, lives up to his name and bashes the cop on the back of the head to knock him out. And then Jason goes mad, like fully insane, and just starts wailing on him. There's a panel, it's like a half-page panel, and it's that effect where you give like the motions going so fast, so they do the like in this case it's fists. So you have a lot of extra fists just kind of like faded out there, then to show that there's a lot of them going really fast. It basically does that. He has to get pulled off by the other henchman. He's there bleeding. He makes them put all their stuff back that they were meant to be stealing because they failed. And Selina's obviously fuming with him. Anyway, the next day, Bash is not, he doesn't show up. They all assume because Jason just pummeled him. So he goes to find him, and no, he's dead in his apartment. He's been like staked through the hands, like nailed to the wall. He's bleeding from everywhere, cuts everywhere. There's writing on the wall in his blood that just says, "Get your own toys, Red Hood." And Steph's here for some reason. She just shows up. There's no answer to this. Jason's like, "Why are you here?" And she doesn't actually answer that question. She's just like, straight up goes, "Oh yeah, there's traces of fear toxin in the air. It was Scarecrow." It's so it's kind of such a pointless side story that I assume is here for us as an audience to be like, yeah, Jason's off the deep end. Batman's right to maybe stop him. Which feels like that's not the point of what the main story is doing. So it's kind of weird. And then it's just that he's just so psychotic in this issue. Even for Jason, it's like it's hard to get behind him and root for him as the protagonist in any sense of the word. And then you have like just like this weird stuff at the end with Steph just showing up and be like, "Yep, Scarecrow, what are you gonna do?" It just I really don't like it. I like a lot of things in this event, but now it's worse because it's Red Hood. That's just it's bad. It's probably less bad than the main issue because there's less characters to be out of character here, and on trend with the event. Art's still good, but yeah, it's not enjoyable. Probably gonna be another 4 from me. Kind of wish I didn't have to read the next one, but
You don't have a choice in the matter.
No, I do not.